What are the most important algebra formulas for beginners? Have you ever wondered what the essential algebra formulas are for those just starting their journey? Understanding these formulas can make a world of difference in grasping algebra concepts. Let's break down some of the key formulas that every beginner should know. First up, we have the basic identities for squares and differences. These formulas are fundamental in expanding or factoring expressions. The first identity states that the square of a sum is equal to the square of the first term plus twice the product of both terms plus the square of the second term. In simpler terms, if you take a plus b and square it, you get a squared plus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Next, we have the square of a difference. This formula tells us that if you take a minus b and square it, you will get a squared minus 2 times a times b plus b squared. Lastly, the difference of squares formula states that a squared minus b squared equals the product of a minus b and a plus b. These three formulas are essential for manipulating expressions involving squares. Moving on, let's talk about the sum and difference of cubes. The sum of cubes formula states that a cubed plus b cubed equals the product of a plus b, and the square of a minus the product of a and b plus the square of. Conversely, the difference of cubes formula tells us that a cubed minus b cubed equals the product of a minus b, and the square of a plus the product of a and b plus the square of. These formulas are particularly useful when dealing with cubic expressions. Next, we have the expansion of binomials. The formula for the product of two binomials states that when you multiply x plus a and x plus b, you will get x squared plus x times the sum of a and b plus the product of a and b. There is also a formula for the square of a trinomial, which states that the square of the sum of three terms equals the sum of the squares of each term plus twice the product of each pair of terms. Another important formula is the rearrangement of squares. This formula states that the sum of two squares can be expressed as the square of their sum minus twice the product of the two terms. Lastly, understanding linear and quadratic expressions is vital. A linear expression can be represented as ax plus b, while a quadratic expression can be represented as ax squared plus bx plus c. Knowing how to manipulate these expressions is crucial for solving equations and graphing. By familiarizing yourself with these formulas, you can simplify algebraic expressions, factor polynomials, and solve quadratic equations with ease. Practicing these formulas with various examples will help you see how different variables interact and how expressions can change, making algebra much more approachable.